sneeuw. Vanavond vir die eerste keer sien ek myself in jou oë.
My name is Quintus van Merwe. I am a writer, but I used to be a diplomat. With my experience as a diplomat, I've decided to start writing about what is interesting to me. That's why I started writing political thrillers. I was very fortunate in the sense that while I was a diplomat in Brussels, I had the opportunity to meet President Mandela. When I went back to South Africa, I was placed at the French desk, and then there was an official visit to France, and I was selected to go with him. So I actually got to know him quite well, and I stayed with him in the Élysée Palace for 4 days. And I would try to work all of that into my first book, fiction, but also, yes, this real person actually features in the book. I tried to write about what was relevant at the time. In my second book, it is a period after Mandela, a time of extravagant arms purchases, corruption, spending of money, and I was very angry at the time, and I wanted to write about this. And again, I didn't want to write factual, I wanted to make it fiction, but staying very close to what was really happening. At the end of the second book, the writer is actually sort of declared persona non grata in South Africa because of his pursuance to fight for freedom of the media and freedom to speak, and he is actually pursued by the agents of the state. And the third book starts with him actually living in Belgium, living in Antwerp. He's now he's trying to write a book. He is doing some information work for the French Secret Service, just to be able to survive. And yes, now there are new crises all over the world, and that's where I bring in the extreme Islam threat against the Western world, or jihadists committing terror and attacking Western cities. And this character is again brought in to see how can his knowledge be used to counter this threat.
Ek sweer, geen pretensie, geen beheer. Geen pretensie, geen beheer. Geen pretensie, geen beheer.
Well, I'm very privileged to be able to stay in the PEN Flat this month, because I really need to get away from my normal workday circumstances, and to be able to look at the whole situation from a distance. Not only from being here, where the main character is actually doing what he is doing, so I actually have to know what the streets look like and what the atmosphere is in Antwerp. But what I also would like to say is the importance of allowing writers and journalists to be able to come and work here. It really is, in South Africa, it's becoming there is a threat against media freedom. There is a threat against the constitution, against the judicial system. More and more, if journalists and writers are not allowed or enabled to write what they think the truth is, then there is a real threat. At this stage, it is still possible in South Africa that you can say what you want to say. But it is so important for writers to be able to still continue doing that.
Ek lê my wapens neer. Vanavond vir die eerste keer sien ek myself in jou oë. Ek het